Hey, Shelly from Best Buy Canada's blog. Over the past few weeks, I've been testing out the Sony A80J OLED TV. This is the Sony A80J OLED TV. This is the 65-inch model that I have mounted on my wall. When you unbox this TV, it comes with a stand, and you can use that stand in 3 different ways. I didn't test out the stand as I mounted it directly on my wall. You may have heard of the Sony A80J and the Sony A90J at CES 2021. This is the 2021 version of the Sony A80J, and it lives up to the hype. I can say without a doubt that this is the best picture quality I've ever laid eyes on. As you know, OLEDs have the true black, so it has the deepest, darkest blacks possible, and it has intense, vivid color. You can just see the colors burst off the screen, and anything that I try to capture with my camera to share with you doesn't do it justice because it is so vivid. Even watching in a completely black room, as you can see, we're watching Star Wars here, and the blacks sometimes are so black, especially in the corners, that you don't know where the TV ends and the wall begins. The Sony cognitive processor is the processor that's on board this television. It's also on board the Sony A90J, and that cognitive processor will basically auto-process images in real time. So anything that you see here is constantly being analyzed and upgraded so that it presents the best picture possible. It also analyzes content in much the same way that our brains do. So everything you watch, or in this case play, is as real as possible. It does work too. On occasion I saw the processor at work where something would come on the TV and there'd be just the tiniest split second of blur, and then it would level out and everything would be perfect again. So you know that it's constantly working to analyze and process those images, and everything is presented really vivid, really bold, and really black when it needs to be really black. The upscaling on this TV is absolutely mind-blowing. This is a PlayStation 4 game, and everything comes across just like it would be 4K. Everything is crisp and clear, and this game does not look like this on my other TV at all. In gaming, there is no lag or delay. It can keep up with everything, and it is a true pleasure to game on this TV. Everything we tried from the Nintendo Switch to the PlayStation 4 was absolutely shocking with how amazing the response rate was and the refresh rate, and how there was so little delay. We're totally used to delay here between our consoles, and we've never had that with this TV. Here's a look at the remote control that's included with the Sony A80J. It's a very simple, very easy to use remote control. All of the important buttons like Netflix and Disney Plus are right on the controller. It's a black plastic controller, so it's very lightweight. Here's a look at some of the settings on this TV. As I mentioned though, it's basically plug and play. You can plug it in, set the auto calibration for the room, so basically it will sense the ambient light in the room and it will set the tones for you, or you can pick picture modes. So for the most part, because my room has very little natural light and it's always dark, I used vivid just so that it was very bright. But you can auto adjust all of the settings, or you can choose the settings yourself and turn up the brightness and turn up the contrast. This TV is very simple to use because it runs the Google operating system. It's very, very simple to use. All of your apps and everything are available within one screen, and you just have to touch the home button on the remote control to get to this screen. Once you're in this screen, you can choose through the different things on the screen from all your apps and your movies, or you can go through the settings. Some of the settings include cinema setting, game setting. There's 2 different kinds of Dolby, light and dark. You can also use different sound settings, or you can go into Netflix calibrated mode. And that detects what you're watching and makes it all set perfectly for Netflix. I absolutely love the operating system on this TV. I've had quite a few different TVs and they've all had their own operating systems. This one is just seamless and easy to use, and it already has all of my movies and everything, my TV shows that I've stored in my Google library, and it also has voice control. It lets you search for movies and TV shows within your apps or use it as a smart hub for your home. The Sony A80J is only 2 inches wide. It only has a 2-inch depth, so you can see that it's super thin, and all the screen expands all the way out to the edges, so there's no bezel on this TV. It has 4 HDMI ports. It has ports underneath, and it has ports on the side. While the speakers are located in the back, you will find this sound on this TV is extremely impressive even without a soundbar. That's because it has something called acoustic surface audio, and that means the audio literally comes from the screen. There are two, or in this case there are 3 actuators that are placed in the TV, and it results in a surround sound experience. So the dialogue is very clear, and any sound effects or movie soundtracks are extremely loud, just as they need to be. You can adjust all of your sound settings or auto-calibrate the sound for your room specifically using your microphone, and then you can have it set up exactly for your room. The most important things to note about the Sony A80J are the sound quality, obviously, as I just mentioned, the picture quality, which is, as an OLED, it's just beautiful. Everything that you watch on this TV, no matter what your settings, is beautiful. Some of it, when you're in vivid, as you can see the parrot, he's quite bright, but the colors just burst off the screen. Everything looks amazing, and I've literally never laid eyes on a TV with picture quality this good. Because of that Sony cognitive processor, if you were in front of the TV right now like I am, you could actually see the different things that it narrows in on. So I've seen animals lying in the sunshine, and it knows to enhance things like their fur rippling in the wind, or the way that the sun breaks over their backs when they're sleeping. And it's so impressive. You really do have to see it for yourself. The Sony A80J is available in 55 inches, 65 inches, and 77 inches. As the 65-inch, I think it was the perfect size for my home. Even with the couch about 3 feet away, it didn't feel overwhelming. And that's because the screen, any images that you project on this screen go straight to the edges. So it's just like having an extra large window right in front of you where you can basically go anywhere and do anything and see anything you like. It's actually very cool. I truly loved watching the Sony A80J OLED TV. It is absolutely amazing in person, and if you heard about this TV and the A90J at CES 2021 this year, or you just read a few articles about it, believe me when I say it lives up to the hype. That's it for my review of the Sony BRAVIA A80J OLED TV. You can find all sizes of this amazing TV available on Best Buy right now. Thanks for watching.